Hello everyone, I Jhalak Patel, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication. Welcomes you to the session of Power Electronics. Today I am going to discuss about Unit 2, that is Control Rectifiers, with topic Examples of Full Converter. So let's start the session. As we discussed about the analysis of full converter in the last lecture, now let's see about the examples related to it. So please consider this problem statement, that is a single phase fully controlled rectifier operating at 230 volt 50 Hz supply with inductive load. Consider the load resistance of 10 ohm with a firing angle of 30 degree. Then find average load current, DC load power, CDF current distribution factor, DSF displacement factor, and reactive power. So let's start with the solution. First of all, with the given data, let's find out the average load current. So average load current is basically the load voltage divided by resistor. We already have the equation of load voltage for full converter, and that is given by 2 Vm upon pi r cos alpha. Here this 2 Vm upon pi cos alpha is the equation of the average load voltage, and divide by r is because we have to find out the current value. That's why over here we divide the value by r. So let's put the values over here. So here Vm is there. So for Vm means maximum voltage, we have to multiply it with root 2 to find out maximum voltage. We have to multiply root 2 with RMS voltage. In the question, in the problem statement, we have given the RMS voltage value of 230 volts. So 230 into root 2 into 2 divided by 10 pi. Here because resistor value is mentioned in the problem statement, that is 10 ohm. So 10 into pi into firing angle is also mentioned, it is 30 degrees. So cos 30, if we solve this, 2 root 2 into 230 upon 10 pi into cos 30, then it will be equal to 17.93 ampere. So this is the first answer of first case answer, average load current. Now let's find out the another quantity, that is DC load power. DC load power is given by IL square DC into R, I square into R. We have the value of I square and R, so let's put it and find out, like 17.93 square, that is our average load voltage into resistor. Resistor is 10 ohm. So if we multiply this, we get the answer like this, 3215.93 volt, because power is there, so unit is volt. So this is our second case answer, DC load power. Now let's moving towards the third case, that is CDF current distribution factor. Current distribution factor for this, it is given by IS1 upon IS, means fundamental value of current component upon the actual supply current value, but it has a fixed value that we seen in the analysis of full converter. That's why over here we put the equation 2 root 2 upon pi. Actually it is with multiplication of I0, and the original supply current is also has the value of I0. So I0 and I0 will be cancelled out, and the remaining is 2 root 2 upon pi. That's why over here we write 2 root 2 upon pi. If we simplify it, it is 0.9. That means for any kind of full converter, the current distribution factor is fixed, that is 0.9. Now let's find the another case, which is displacement factor. Displacement factor is given by cos alpha, means cosine of firing angle will be taken. So it will be like cos 30 degree, because in the problem statement firing angle is mentioned, that is 30 degrees. So if we find out cos 30, so that is equal to 0.866. This is the answer of case 4. Now let's find out the reactive power. Reactive power should be as minimum as possible. So it is given by Vs1 into Is1 into sin alpha, means supply voltage into supply current's fundamental value into sine of angle of the firing angle. So if we put all the values, then equation will be like this. Here again Vs1, so 230 into IS1 is this 2 root 2 ILDC into sine 2 root 2 upon pi. This is the value of this IS1 with load current into sine 30 is the angle. If we put all the values, then we get the reactive power of 1856.72. So this is the solution for this question. This question can be asked for 5 or 7 marks as an example. Let's see another example related to analysis. Consider this problem statement. A single phase full converter has output continuous current of 5 ampere. Supply voltage of 230 volt, means this is the value of RMS voltage. Firing angle of 60 degree, means alpha value is given, alpha equal to 60 degree. Determine the average output voltage VLDC. Supply RMS current I, FPF, DSF, input power factor, HF, harmonic factor, active and reactive power, and average and RMS value of supply current. Okay, so all values we have to find out. This question can also be asked for 1 mark short question for each quantity, like this question is given and you have to find out either average voltage or only the FPF or maybe HF. So this question can also be asked as an individual for 1 marker. So let's start with the solution. First of all, the average output load voltage. Average output load voltage in case of full converter, it is given by 2 Vm upon pi cos alpha. We have the value of this RMS voltage. This is 230 volt, and over here we have to put the maximum voltage value. So we simply multiply it with root 2, and the value of alpha is given, means it is firing angle which is 60 degree. So let's put the values. So 2 into, it will be like this, 2 into this Vm is equal to 230 into root 2 upon pi into cos 60. If you simplify this, then you get answer 103.53 volts. This is the VLDC. Now let's find out the supply RMS current, that is 15 ampere. Now how we get this 50 ampere? Because the output continuous power is 5 ampere. If you find out the maximum value of this, then it is the 5 into root 2, and 5 into root 2 is almost equal to 7.5. And for supply currents, overall voltage graph is like this. The original graph is like this. So here the total, this is the value of RMS current. So 5 into root 2 will be taken first, so it will be almost equal to 7.5 something if you do this. And for the overall RMS current, you have to find out the total, means the positive half, this one, as well as this negative half. So this value will be 7.5 for the upper half, and this value is again minus 7.5. So if you take the net current, then it will be 7.5 plus 7.5, so it is almost equal to 15 ampere. So this is the value of supply RMS current. Now let's find out the another term, which is FPF. So FPF is given by cos alpha, means power factor cos alpha. We have the value of alpha, firing angle value is given, so let's put it over here. So it is 0.5, firing angle is given, which is 60 degrees. So cos 60 means 1 by 2. So this is the third case answer. Now let's find out the another quantity, that is harmonic factor HF. Now if you remember the analysis of the full converter, then you have the idea that harmonic factor is a fixed value for full converter. So you can directly write down that, or you can also see some calculation, like it is pi square 8 minus 1 raised to 1 by 2, and if you simplify it, it will be 0.4834. You can also directly write down this harmonic factor for full converter. No need to write down this equation. Next is active power. Active power is supply voltage into supply current component into cos alpha. We have the values of all the quantity. So if we put it, it looks like this. Vs1 supply voltage 230 into supply current is root 2 upon pi. This is the fundamental components value, and this is the supply current that we find out in the previous slide, that is 15 ampere into cos 60. This is the firing angle. If you have now if we simplify this, we get the answer 1553 volt. This is the value of active power. Now let's find out one another quantity, that is reactive power. Reactive power, the equation is almost same, but instead of the cosine we use the sine. So it is like this, Vs1 into Is1 into sine alpha. If we put all the values, then it looks like this. 230 is supply voltage value into 2 root 2 upon pi. This 2 root 2 upon pi is as it is for supply voltage, supply current, and this is supply current, and sine 60 is our firing angle. So if we put all the values, we get the answer 2689.95. Now let's find out one another quantity, which is average SCR current. Because if you remember the total block diagram of the full converter, then it contains SCR as well as diode. Even in case of semiconductor also, there is this 2 SCR will be present. So in that case, the average SCR current is given by the supply current divided by 2. We have the value of supply DC current, that is 15 divided by 2. So we get the answer 7.5 ampere. And for the same RMS current is that DC current divided by root 2, means 15 upon root 2, that is equal to 10.6 ampere. So this individual can be asked as a one marker, RMS SCR, average SCR, or maybe the supply current. So this is the example. Now let's see about the two quadrant operation of full converter. So now for discussing two quadrant operation of full converter, we have taken the three cases for with respect to firing angle. When firing angle is less than 90, what happens? When it is equal to 90 degree, what will happen? And when it is greater than 90 degree, then what will be the case? So let's start when the firing angle, means when the alpha is less than 90 degree. So when alpha is less than 90 degree, so load voltage versus angle graph, it will be like this. If you see this graph, then you can easily find out that the positive portion for firing angle less than 90 degree, here please note that this starting point, this firing angle is less than 90 degree, maybe 60 degree or 70 degree, but it should be less than 90 degree. So for that case, this alpha less than 90 degree, then for that case you can see that the positive half cycle has the maximum amount of time as compared to this negative cycle for each cycle. Here again weiß has more value compared to negative, more time compared to negative. So here we know that the operation of full converter is in a both way possible, from source to load and load to source. So here for this positive will denotes the energy stored from source to load, and this negative denotes the energy stored from load to source. But if we see this graph, then we can say that energy stored from source to load, this portion energy stored from source to load is more compared to energy stored from load to source. So for this case we can say that this source to load is more compared to load to source, means for this case the rectification is possible because the average input is AC and the mode partition will be positive in that case. That's why for firing angle less than 90 degree, the two quadrant operation will be taken place as a rectification operation. Now in the incoming sessions we will see that how this full converter will operate when the firing angle is equal to 90 degree and when firing angle is greater than equal to 90 degree, how it will be operated as an inverter. Okay, so up to now, if you have any query or doubt, you can WhatsApp me on my number. Thank you for watching.